Hi everybody, my name is Isa and this is Moody Eye Makeup channel. Today I'm showing you some new products from Catrice. I'm gonna do a review, my first thoughts on each product, and this is a holiday limited edition. I've already used HD Liquid Coverage Foundation from Catrice and then this Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. So welcome to my channel, and if you haven't yet subscribed then please do so. And now let's dive into new products. I've bought 3 products. The first one that I'm so excited about is this little beautiful cream blush in a stick form. I was waiting for Catrice to release something like that, and this is such a good idea to have this packaging to be like a Christmas ball, and you have here a little hole so you can put it on your Christmas tree. I've bought this one in Christmas is Red, I think, and they released one color more. It's more kind of purpley, I believe. Everything that I buy I post on my Instagram stories as well, so you can follow me there if you want to be very up to date. Then I'm so excited about these lipsticks. Normally I don't like lipsticks from Catrice. I throw every single one away. There are so many much more better formulas out there from drugstore, but this shade was drawing me in so much. This is in the shade Ruby Kisses for Santa, and you have, you know, the same kind of concept, so this can be a little Christmas ornament and kind of like a hidden gift on your Christmas tree. And then eyeshadow palette. I mean, this is too sparkly for me personally, but I prefer this to their other like more day-to-day, their like normal packaging. With limited edition they have been really trying to level up, and I'm so impressed with this color story. I think this is my favorite color story from Catrice. I think this looks gorgeous for festive time, for winter. I mean, you can easily wear it all year around if you want to, but particularly for Christmas time I think this is so beautiful, and it's not like very obvious, so you don't have like blue, white and red. It's a little bit more subtle, but we will see how this formula performs. But yeah, I think this looks amazing. So this is limited edition Sparks of Joy eyeshadow palette. It's called Sparkle and Shine. So it's a vegan eyeshadow palette. You have 12 months of shelf life and you have 18 grams per pen. So you get, I think the price was 13 euros or 14 euros, and I think you get a lot for the money. I'm starting with blush, obviously. So I really like that the packaging is so small. I think it's very like minimalistic. It looks really nice. You have 5 grams in it, and I think it was around 4 euros. You shouldn't put it right on top of your skin. You should always melt it first at the back of your hand and then go in with your fingers or with brush or sponge, but never go like right away on top. I can see immediately that the formula is very balmy. It's the right amount of opacity. You can also go like directly from the stick. Okay, so this blush, it's perfect for I'm cold makeup look. I've done one. You can check out my previous video. Can you see this balmy type of finish? Some may hate this. So I'm warning you right away, if you don't like that, if you have very oily skin, then you should avoid this one. If you have dry skin or at least dry cheeks, you will love this one. I will see how this is going to wear on me, because with this kind of blush, so this type of balmy blushes can really quickly disappear on your skin, so we will see how long it will stay on. But yeah, this is, I cannot believe this is actually a perfect wintry blush, if you ask me, and it's so nice to travel with because, you know, it's not too red and it has a little bit more kind of a berry shade in it. So I think it's, yeah, I think this looks really wintry like. So I'm gonna do 2 different looks on each eye. I'm starting with this bright orangey shade. They don't have names, so I'm just going to point to the shade that I'm using. I'm taking it, ooh, they're quite pigmented. Wow, this is too much now. Okay, that's my bad. Oh, and now I went, no, it's alright, okay. I'm gonna, because I said that I'm going to do 2 different looks, but it's alright. For this transitional shade, it's alright. Then I'm using this shade, and I'm just going on my brow bone on both of my eyes. On my right eye, I'm gonna use, they have quite, you can probably see, they have quite a lot of kickoff, so you have to be a little bit careful. That doesn't bother me if the formula is great. So far, so good. Then I'm using this shade with my finger. Oh wow, let's, all over my eyelids. I'm not shying away today. I'm not going to do everyday type of a very natural look. I really want to try the formula, so I'm going all in. And this shade is gorgeous. Like, look at that. Catrice is now releasing with each release better and better products, and I really appreciate that because they're really trying, you know, they're really like, they are listening to their customers, and that's great, and I think that's really admirable. Now I'm gonna use a little bit more of that orangey shade. In my inner corner I'm using this more goldy type of shimmery shade. I mean, this, the quality of this so far is so good. Wow. And then I'm using the darkest shade. This is kind of somewhere, it's like a chestnutty shade, and I'm using smaller brush to smudge this one near my eyelashes to smoke it a little bit more. Maybe some would like to prefer having black here or very dark brown. Actually, I don't mind it. I really like if I have different options with different palettes, because that just like forces me to think differently and to work with what I've got, and then because of that I get the different looks. Otherwise everything would look just the same. And then I'm using the same chestnutty shade underneath my eyes. I mean, I'm shook. I'm absolutely amazed by the quality of this soap. And then I'm just using this first orangey shade to blend out bottom part. So this is the first look. Okay, let's continue. I'm so excited about these shades right here. This shade is probably the only one that it's not, I don't know, I'm always avoiding these kind of shades. There are two, I don't even know. I just feel I look very ill using these kind of shades. I'm starting with this one. It looks so beautiful. I mean, oh wow, look at that. Wow. Wow. I cannot believe how beautiful this looks. This is like a beetle. The shade of a beetle. And it's duochrome. What? Can you see this? It's the most gorgeous duochrome from Catrice. It's like brown and green. It's so nice. I'm gonna blend it out a little bit. And then I'm using the same shade on the bottom to connect. Wow. I mean, this is probably my favorite color. Then I'm using this one. I'm like, wow. I wanted to say that I don't want to ruin the one before, but this one is gorgeous as well. So I'm applying it like only in the center part of my eye. You can check out the previous review, the last review that I've done on eyeshadow from Catrice. I think it was Maximo Giacomo. And yeah, you can see that I'm not that impressed there. I still have that palette and I'm using it, but I wasn't that impressed. I mean, these are just... Now I'm gonna use this one in my inner corner. Yeah, it works like a charm. Wow. And I'm not using finger. This is only a little brush. Should I try this one or not? As I said, I'm not... And I think that these kind of shades are so hard to formulate. They're always very chalky, very hard to blend. They're very patchy. And yeah, I think this can be the problematic one. I don't know if I want to ruin everything, but hey, this is a review, so I will try it, because we all need to know if this is going to perform good enough. I'm just like going in here. Okay, it works really nice. If you have colors like these that are matte, they can be potentially chalky, then always go in with the smallest amount and then build it up, and in that way you avoid of becoming like patchy. If that happens, even if you use that technique, then the eyeshadow is pretty much rubbish. Yeah, I didn't have so far any problems with it. I just want to use a slightly more dense brush, and I'm going in with the same brush to see if I can build it up a little bit. Yes, you can. So you can use this to create some kind of a line. You have very light nude matte, you have two inner corner shades that are beautiful, then you have these more middle tone shades, and then you have like these are more medium to dark, maybe these three, but you know, you don't have dark shade, you don't have the shade that you can use for creating a line with it. If you have any eye pencil, then that's not a problem. I'm not understanding people who are very bothered by light palettes because you always have your eye pencil. But if you don't have an eye pencil or you don't want to use it, then I understand why you would like to have dark eyeshadow in it. I'm not gonna use any eye pencil because now I'm just reviewing these eyeshadows. I don't want to, you know, put anything on top because I would hide in that way the eyeshadows itself. As you know, with these tutorials on eyeshadows, I just want to try as much eyeshadows in the palette as I can. It's not about creating the prettiest eye looks, it's more to, you know, try the different combinations to see how everything works, how they blend together, how they look together, and stuff like that. At the end, I'm gonna do swatches, so if you are interested in that, then please wait just to put on my lipstick. Otherwise, you can bugger off, you know. But yeah, I'm so excited to try that lipstick because I was looking it for a few days because I don't want to buy their lipsticks. They're so bad. I like the packaging. I mean, it's light, it's cheap in a way, but it's a drugstore. But I really like that it's minimalistic, it's gold, it's festive, it's beautiful. Now, the lipstick itself. The only thing that I hate is these stickers on it because because of these stickers, it looks really cheap. This shade, it's called Ruby Kisses for Santa. And I'm not that impressed with the shade either. So you need lip liner with this one. I cannot get perfect line because it's kind of a creamy lipstick and it's tricky to use. Or you can just smudge the edges with your lip liner. Yeah, I'm still not a fan of their lipsticks. I mean, the color, it's nice. It looked better on the pictures. This is just like moving around now. Every time I'm like doing that, it's just in a completely different place. you need lip liner. I like the finish, that it's like, it's shining. I mean, color is not that bad. I just thought that it's going to be a little bit more like opaque red. I just wanted to create two different looks, but now I'm very intrigued to use this palette once more and to do something more soft for those who really want to have wearable everyday look from this palette. So I'm gonna do that. When I was removing my eye makeup, I noticed that I didn't have any fall down. I didn't have any transferring from eyeshadow down here. I mean, now let's use this shade. I'm gonna use this one on my crease, but I'm tapping off the excess. As I said, these have a lot of kickoff. This shade is the only one that has some like chunky glitters in it, but they are just here and there. I mean, I cannot see it on my eyes actually. Now I'm gonna use this shade. It's so gorgeous. Also on my crease, but just a little bit lower. This is almost like a coppery shade. It goes so nicely together with that more kind of a raspberry shade. I mean, this is maybe too much for some. I cannot stop myself. I love these eyeshadows so much. I like makeup in general so much. And in winter time, I actually really like darker, more bold type of makeup. In summertime, I'm barely using any makeup, but into winter time, I'm like just going all in, especially December. I'm not sure why. Now I'm using the most gorgeous dusty pinky shimmery shade. Oh wow, that's just amazing. So they just blend right into each other. Can you see that? Wow, and you can really build it up. My fingers are so dirty right now. It's just going all over my face. I have to clean my fingers first. And for this one, I'm going in with this shade in my inner corner. So this is a matte, and if everything else is shimmery, I quite like the matte inner corner. I'm gonna use this one. I'm smudging just the outer corner. So this is finished look. I had to go back in and redo my lips because it bothered me that much. I've used Gosh Chestnut lip liner and it's a perfect match. I couldn't believe, and my lips are looking now totally different, but I have to say that it's an extremely hard lipstick to wear because it's so creamy, but not in a good way. You can have a creamy lipstick that is not moving around, you know. This one is hard to wear. So with this lipstick, you absolutely need a perfect eyeliner with it, and that also means that lip liner, did I say highlighter? The right lip liner with it, because if the lip liner is too creamy, then everything will just move around and it's not going to help this lipstick. But this lip liner, it's really grippy. It has that grip. It's not creamy at all, and this creamy lipstick then really sticks to that lip liner, and now I really like the result. So my final thoughts on this new limited edition collection: they also have one lipstick more, so they released two different shades. I think the other one is just a bright red. Then they released 3 nail polishes, at least like in my drugstore. I don't know if they released anything more than that, but I really don't like their formula of nail polishes, so I didn't bought them, but they are in a really nice packaging, really cute. This is lovely. This is a really good drugstore cream blush for a really nice price. I still have it on and so easy to use. I'm highly recommending this one. I'm going to buy the second shade for sure. So this is the best formula so far from Catrice. I really think they should stick to this formula and not having so many different formulas, because then as a customer you don't know which formula you will get with new palette. If you stick with this formula, you don't have anything to worry If you ask me, this is the best. Please keep this formula and reformulate your other palettes and just have this one. They have three things now to work on: lipsticks, nail polish, and brow products. Everything, they are extremely good for a drugstore brand. They are so hard to wear, they are moving too much around, they are not moisturizing at all, they are just creamy. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend you to buy it, but if you still want to try it out, if you want this color so much because it's a beautiful color, I just thought it's going to be a little bit more unique, a little bit more opaque, but nevertheless it's still very beautiful. Then use lip liner and use that kind of a lip liner that it's a little bit waxy, you know, that has that grip to it. Okay, and my lovelies, these are my final thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, then please like it, and if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, I'm that close to 1000. Have a lovely day and see you in my next video. And what do you think about my background? It's too much or not? I love it, me, myself and I, but it's a Christmas time. Okay, bye.